Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. You frantically utilizing me to sell more tickets. Come on, Key. Come on, that is, I generally realized I needed to be mother. I generally realized I needed to have 12 children, so one down, one on the way. And how is the 10 to go? Gracious you all, why Blueface and Jaidyn collaborating to jokester Chrisean. You all know how Chrisean has been continuing endlessly about how she's as yet sleeping with Blueface and she's presently pregnant with this kid. Well, Blueface carried wreck. It's to demonstrate that she's lying, and Jaidyn dragged Chrisean. Satisfied, it appears as though Sean is attempting to split Blueface and Jaidyn up, cuz you will have a hard time believing the crazy trick she's pulling. Is she still enamored with Blueface? You don't contact, no one's you don't contact. Once fella, you don't do absolutely no part of that right. Attempt to tell everyone not the I will pull up. Right, you all saw me on the live, you saw me, so assuming you believed that we'd seen the finish. F the Blueface versus Chrisean show, we get think about what Blueface just dropped a few new allegations, and these two are taking messy to an entire one more level. It resembles show on steroids. Okay, so we as a whole got down on one knee and proposed to Jaidyn last week, right? Jen right now knows this. My gracious goodness. In any case, Chrisean had been all up in her sentiments about the proposition, and clearly she's extremely desirous. I surmise she felt that she was the one that Blueface will propose as well. And truly, I think we as a whole expected exactly the same thing. I mean, Blueface, being the muddled ruler that he has as of late, told Jaidyn via virtual entertainment that he was rarely going to wipe her since she used to despise on him, and let Blueface tell her she was moving like an overpowered. He said, when I initially began rapping, Jaidyn didn't uphold me or my music. That is the reason I never truly viewed her in a serious way. When I got on one day, I was on to the studio and she let me know I could never be Nipsey or P. Diddy. It was spurring to refute her. That is the explanation. I ain't wed her, he proceeded with. You went from the great young lady to a normal young lady. That quick shaking my head. Sorry, I was unable to say F my child for you. I can't completely accept that you would expect that of me, knowing the job I play in my children's life. In the event that any female caused me to pick either them and my children, they should kill their ass. However, I've generally cheated, and I'm completely mindful and responsible for the job I played in these females' lives. I'm most certainly a contributor to the issue, yet darn, I would simply be attempting to put them off. And for genuine, however, like I said, he is the chaotic ruler, and he exchanged back and began acting all cutesy-doy with Jaidyn. It was all the while stunning when he proposed, and obviously Chrisean figured out via virtual entertainment, very much like most of us, and I simply realized that it was a smack in front of her. I mean, she has been moving sort of peculiar since the recommendation that Blueface needed to emerge and call her out on her BS and advise her to act at the present time in the event that Blueface surprisingly is advising you to act right. You realize it must be untidy now. Sean had everything persuaded that he proposed to Jaidyn to make her envious. And it seemed okay at first. I mean, the proposition happened only a couple of days after Shan F and her new man Mayo, and surprisingly, dropped a track with Little Mayo called Mr. Take Your Beat. She even traded out her Jonathan's P tattoo from May Boo's P. We as a whole know Blueface hates to when Chrisean stands out from different men, so it was. It's not difficult to persuade the fans that the proposition felt like an exemplary move to get under her skin. Now it very well may be chaotic, yet that is the sort of wild stuff we've generally expected from Mr. Blueface. In addition to has sort of alluded to this when he clearly concealed Chrisean on Twitter, saying, I got someone who ain't never been with no other person, and might no one at any point say they at any point had my better half. I won. Jaidyn got 2 messes with 1 child daddy and a ring shit. Truly harmed for genuine follow behind these young ladies in the event that you need to. I got to truly be on side in the event that you got more than 1 child daddy as a lady. You are in it's that basic life resembles a case of these pick one and go. He went on after such countless bomb connections as a lady. You're the issue. You were unable to pick one man to work it out for a miserable me and Jaidyn going to keep on developing also. Construct, I'm so cheerful. I got someone I know merits I'ving everything to by the day's end. 1 spouse, 2 children, all in a similar family. I played this shrewd, I'm blissful. However, Blueface rejected that. He concealed her Maxime, that the proposition didn't have anything to do with Shane or any other person separated from him, and Jaidyn. This checked out. When we figured out that Jaidyn had made a succulent arrangement with Columbia Records that would bring in a good measure of cash. Basically, I'll say this is when individuals began to estimate that Blueface's proposition was really on the grounds that he needed to secure Jaidyn and approach her cash, and it didn't have anything to do with Sean or getting her back. This implied that Shan was presently not in the image, and she could never have that. So she exchanged strategies, guaranteeing that she was pregnant again, with Blueface. I generally realized I needed to be a mother. I generally realized I needed to have 12 children, so 1 down, 1 on the way, and how about the other 10? Yet that is not all, since she additionally went on Jason Lee's digital recording where she demanded that she and Blueface were all the while resting together without security, and she was glad for it. You believe you're pregnant. Like for genuine, I'm fruitful. I just had a child. I know, yet you all in it. You recently said, so it resembled he, what better believe it discussing this, my being straightforward. Well, she completely got what she needed, and she had everyone clearing it up about it. Blueface didn't bounce in that frame of mind to close down her cases, making people keep thinking about whether there was truth to Crone's words, and assuming Blueface was feeling excessively remorseful to deny it. Yet that most certainly wasn't the end for Crane. She was determined to part ways with Jaidyn and Blueface for good. She took to Instagram Live, announcing that the ring Blueface used to propose was at first implied for her kin to be savage, and I don't savage for genuine, I just got receipts, and I will be coming clean. She guaranteed that Blueface had planned to propose to her, not Jaidyn, and that he organized the proposition to make her envious and fair. This sort of accumulates with what fans have been talking about in light of the fact that the ring truly does sort of look somewhat little on Jaidyn. Not entirely settled to cause disorder, so she chose to guarantee that she was all the while laying down with a Blueface after the proposition. Me and Blue needed to let each other be. We truly do. It simply will never happen. I ain't never leaving it, yet she didn't stop there since she recorded a video of her and her Blueface on the telephone where he was attempting to connect. I'm not a screwball. There's no triumphant with you. She presumably accepted that she got a ton of help from her fans and had everyone jokingly faking Jaidyn. You realize how she has her fans continuously advertising her and gassing her up? Well, she exaggerated that hand on the grounds that rather than acclaim, she kicked taunted fans off, calling attention to how abnormal it was that she was as yet fixated on Blueface, even after he proposed to another person and continued denying being the father of her child. She continues to call him out as a horrible father. Yes, some way or another, she's actually engaged with him. Truly, young lady, check out. She was so stunned at the kickback that she did an entire 180 and attempted to express face in broad daylight, discussing she was frustrated in herself for as yet being with Blueface and yakety yak blah. She said, letting him know no, today was a stage, except for how would you dispose of a soul connection I truly needed to make a stride back since as yet give. Ing a piece of me to him is effed up to my child, how I let a man that would rather not be a dad to my main child still in me man. Then this man messaging me today and I nearly succumbed to that tingle like how the fam I doing genuine, she proceeded with. I'm taking a gander at my child like hold up. Cut the juvenile self-centered is out. You all am disheartened with myself right now. Hello, go for yourself, quit hitting me brother. Like go get another mixer cream on you in addition to homeboy that is haze. Artis and unsanitary, you going to F around and get HIV the manner in which you move, yet individuals truly wasn't getting it. And she kept getting joked. Blueface at last chose to applaud back at her and call her out for lying, he said, assuming that his valid post the pictures be get on the web. And untruth the entire day to attempt to make my significant other frantic. We here snicker endlessness supper. He additionally posted screen captures of a text from Sean where she said, I don't surrender your brother. I am simply attempting to check whether fellows really think you are an AG, so I am behaving like you. I'll be available to offer individuals consideration because I owe you no dedication, without a doubt. To be clear, I'm not offering P. I have an excessive amount of sauce in my mind somewhere. I'm really hanging tight for you. Ruler, not her acting all gangsta openly, but rather asking for his affection in private, muddled, and miserable.